Mazurkowicz. For most of the folks out here in the audience, you know I've handled media relations for Shimano. It will be 30 years this November. You know, it's been a pleasure working for this company. It is a great company. I have some great friends here. One of the things that I get to do this morning is I get to introduce some great friends of the company, some good friends of mine. I just get to turn it over to them and let Dave Mercer and Mark Zona just have a little fun with you this morning, introduce some of our key new products that we'll be showing here at the Shimano booth, at the Loomis booth, and at the Jackal booth. It's the products that we also have in our new product showcase, so obviously you're going to be able to see them here at the booths. You'll also be able to see them over at the new product showcase area. But without further ado, because I always sort of plead to all of you, you know, I appreciate the fact that you joined us here at 9:30 to help us kick off the show, and I always tell everyone, all we really want is about 15 minutes of your time. So let me start it off and introduce you to Dave Mercer and Mark Zona. Guys, take it over.
Thank you very much, John, and my good friend Mark Zona here. We, once again, here at the kickoff to ICAST, it amazes me every year. First of all, Mazurk does a great job of convincing all of you guys to come here and join us. First thing in the morning at the biggest show of the year, and a special year this year, Z. I mean, it always is. I mean, it amazes me, and I've said this before, but I remember, you know, my first reel, my Red Ryder BB gun, you know, when I was a little kid, and everybody has that gift that they wanted, you know, that they dreamed of. They had little pictures of it. My gift, my Red Ryder BB gun, was a Shimano Speedmaster spinning reel. And I remember the day I picked that up, I was 12 years old, and I remember thinking, there's no possible way it can get any smoother than this. But year after year at this show, you know, you figure there's no more innovations that can be made, and obviously they come out year after year. It's amazing.
You know, that's one of the most amazing things about Shimano. And I don't know where Dave Pfeiffer is. You know, usually he's kind of meeting and greeting with a lot of the media right now. But we're going to talk to you about one reel that we're showing here at ICAST that really came out. It really came out 3 years ago. Shimano Metania. And I remember fishing with Dave Pfeiffer. And I made the comment to him, I said, dude, there is no way y'all can make, I don't know if any of you have ever touched a Shimano Metanium, but I looked at him and said, there's no way you can top this bait cast reel. Well, you don't say that to the president of Shimano Reels, because he looked at me and said, the best is never good enough at Shimano, Mark, so do me a favor, don't ever say that to me again. So anyway, it's ironic that we're going to be talking about that reel here this morning.
That reel specifically, when I first picked up, I mean, Metanium has obviously, we've experienced how incredible Metanium is. I mean, talk to pretty much any tournament angler, you pick it up and it's one of those reels that you just don't want to put down. I mean, if you have it and something else, you're going to retie on that rod that has the Metanium. But the thing that amazed me about this new Metanium, as soon as you pick it up, one of the first things you're going to notice is, no matter the weight of the bait, incredible casting distance.
Incredible casting distance, gang. And if you get to take a peek at this, there's going to be a bunch of our engineers over here that can answer a lot of questions. But the main thing about the new Metanium is the Magnum Light spool. And like you said, Dave, what you're going to get out of that spool, much longer and smoother cast. But the other thing is, it's a deeper spool. Compared to the old Shimano Metanium, basically what the new Metanium has become is much more versatile, and it's going to really cover a wide range of techniques this year. And the other thing in here is Silent Tune. And really what Silent Tune is going to do is just going to make your cast much, much smoother and much quieter.
I want to show you another I mean, Metanium is from one end to the other. And the amazing thing about Shimano, another thing that you'll realize that you see year after year, is everything starts at the top. Everything starts with Stella. Everything starts, you know, with Metanium, the higher end reels, and it works its way down. Well, thank you very much. It's the most awkward prize queen in the history of prize queens right there, John Mazurkowicz. But just having a time back there. He's having a great day. This is what he, all year he gets ready for this. But I want to show you a brand new reel, the Shimano Nazca. This reel is high-end performance at entry-level prices. It amazes me. It's an upgraded drag system. It's got X-Ship in it and Hagane gears. And Hagane, obviously something you've heard a lot about over the last number of years, but this reel right here for an entry-level reel, this is a reel that whether you're fishing tournaments as a college competitor or you just want to have a group of reels, you know, a selection, this is a perfect reel to go to, and it's really cool to see those features kind of make their way down in the lineup.
Definitely. And folks, after we're done here, I'm going to ask you also to check out the G Loomis booth. The main reason why, any of y'all familiar with Loomis GLX? It's been around since I graduated 1993. Is that right? 1993. GLX really has been the premier bass fishing rod throughout really the last 20 years, 25 years. And the other thing about the GLX rods this year, 20% lighter, 25% better balance. Seriously, do yourself a favor today. Just go over there and just grab one of the new GLX rods and just lift it up. That's all I ask you to do. There's very few rods that you kind of just grab it and you're like, wow, that is absolutely incredible. I guarantee you, if you pick up the new GLX, unbelievable. The other thing, 35 models, 20 of them bait casters, 15 spinning ones. Definitely check out the new Loomis GLX.
Very cool. We'll be checking that out. Some more stuff. We want to bring up some other speakers here to talk to you guys. But a couple of things I also wanted to mention on this particular reel, the Nazca. It's available in basically all the popular sizes. You know, starts at 1,000, 2,500, 3,000, 4,000, and 5,000, and 5,000. You can see over in the new product showcase. Myself and Zona will be around here throughout most of the day if you guys want to do anything else and talk about this product.
If y'all want to do any videos, we're going to be here all day long. And the other side of it, and I truly mean this, y'all can go to any booth you want in ICAST to start the show. I truly mean it. Thank you from all of us here. Thanks a bunch.
Yes, thank you very much. An incredible group of media here, and we appreciate you guys hanging out with us. It's actually one of the most intimidating speaking experiences we have all year. And speaking of intimidating, John Mazurko.
Folks. All right, there we go. Next, I'd like to bring up Blaine Anderson. Blaine Anderson heads up our Shimano Experience team. We have a bunch of new saltwater baits coming out of the Shimano side. He's going to talk about the Colt Sniper.
Yeah, here at ICAST 2016, we're unveiling.
Here you go, man.
There you go.
Thanks.
Thanks, John. Nice. So yes, Shimano was proud to present two new additions to the Colt Sniper family. One is the jerk bait, and then we've got a stick bait. What separates these from the competition is a unique weight transfer system in here, so that when you cast and that rod loads, we've got a spring-loaded weight that goes to the back. So when this lure then hits the water, it springs forward and you can continue to use it. Between the shape of the lure and that weight transfer system, on average, we're getting a 22% increase in casting distance. So for those of us that fish in the Northeast, surf, jetties, standing on the rocks, whether you're fishing for stripers, bluefish, false albacore, distance is everything. You're going to get accurate casts with these and greater distance. It is a through-wire construction, bulletproof construction, so we've been fishing this for a few months now in the Northeast, and it's really holding up well. 8 photo finishes on it, very realistic finishes. Comes in 2 sizes. There's a 170 and a 140. That 170 is about a 6.6 inch bait, and the 140 drops down to a 5.5. The smaller size retails for $12.99. The larger is $14.99. This is the cutaway here that you can see after we're done. Come and check it out. Feel the transfer system in there. Hang on. And this is the size of the 170 in the finish here. Very realistic. We've got all the colors on display back here. And then from there, from the jerk bait, we've got a new stick bait. Same weight transfer system in here, so you're still going to get that increased casting distance, but it starts at a 140 size and then goes down to a 120. Great on the West Coast for the calico bass, great on the East Coast for pretty much everything that swims. Bluefish, stripers, false albacore, bonito, dynamite lure. Same 8 finishes, same through wire construction, same weight transfer system. So again, on average, the important thing here is that we're getting about a 22% increase in casting distance.
Thank you, Blaine. Next up, on the Jackal side, we're keeping this little international flavor here in the Shimano booth. JP DeRose, one of our guys from up in Canada. JP?
Thanks very much, John. So we got a couple really cool things from Jackal this year, and the first one I want to talk about is our new soft body frog. It was entered in the soft lure product category. And the Gavacho frog is something really unique because it does a couple things for frog fishermen who love to reach the back, and not for a lot of us, getting those single fish are way back in the cheap seats. This is a 5/8 ounce frog. Really super soft body, but it's a popper frog that walks the dog better than anything I've thrown as a topwater. So the Gavacho frog is basically 2.7 inches. It's available in 6 colors. So everything from your bright whites if you're a sight fisherman to your natural dark tones for the cloudy days. Perfect frog to do that. So the hooks on it actually have a special coating as well. So they're really assisting in good hookups from long casts, and we're throwing these things on Power Pro 65 or 50 pound way back in the junk. So we got the video actually we did for that one. And then on our swim bait side, Gantia is our new 4-jointed swim bait. 8 colors. The really unique thing about the Gantia, if you look at it, it's an open mouth bait. And this open mouth has a keel built into it. So it allows you to burn that bait super fast, track it nicely, and there's 2 additional rings, one on top of the head for an assist hook when the fish are head charging, and one on the bottom so you can chin weight it. The other thing, the pectoral fins on the Gantia are actually angled down much like the Gantrel series, where it'll get down to 2 and 3 feet. So anybody who's going to be throwing this bait, the nice thing about it is you don't want to use the rod tip to work this bait, you want to use your reel, nice slow gear ratio reel, long rod, 14 to 16 pound floor or mono, and this bait is going to have a very natural, subtle action. You're not looking to burn it all the time, you want it really moving slow. It's a great bait for catching fish in clear water. Giant fish, small fish, they're all taking this thing down. So Gantia is $39.99. That's our new one that's come out. And actually the Gavacho frog is at $9.99. So those are our 2 new things from Jackal.
Thank you, JP. Folks, one more quick thing. As much as I try to get Zona and Mercer to show off another new product we have coming out, when I mentioned something about a wading boot, they sort of looked at me, you know, these 2 boys are bass guys from up north. They have no idea what wading's all about. At least they hope not, because they want to stay in the boat. But that's another story. So we have the new Shimano wading boat, as you all know, on our EVR lineups. We've had our EVR shoes out. We took a lot of technology and design features from our bicycle side. Our bicycle side, we have a complete lineup of cycling shoes. Shimano Pedaling Dynamics has been a huge positive in the bicycle industry for a good number of years. We're taking advantage of some of the technology and some of the design people over on our bike side to bring out a new wading shoe. So make sure you check this out. It also is in our new product showcase. Folks, one quick thing on the Power Pro side. As many of you know, we introduced Max Quattro braid last year. It was one of the award-winning products in the ICAST New Product Showcase. Conrad and his crew for this year, they've worked on some new power, some new test lines. So we have 20, 30, and 40 pound tests on Max Quattro now available, joining 50 up through a 100-pound test. We have some folks here in the booth that are going to be with us most of the morning. We got Scott and Steve over here are in the Bite, our TV show. Our guys down in the Keys, those guys are awesome. I love your show. Plus, I've gotten a chance to fish with Steve before, so that's a lot of fun. Jim Sarek, really one of the most prominent muskie guys in the country, in Canada. They respect him as much in Canada as we do here in the States. So Jimmy's around. Jimmy, one of these days, you are going to get me a muskie. I've done my 10,000 casts with Jim, so I still don't have one. But anyhow, that is it. What I have in the back here, and some of our SET crew is going to help me. We have a nice little media package for everybody. Obviously, there's a flash drive loaded with everything on the Power Pro side, the Jackal side, the Shimano side, the G Luma side. Courtesy of Amy Lee and Chris Russell, they were able to give me a few little swag items. So there's a couple cool little things in the bag. So if you want a Shimano press package, they're going to be in the back. What I'm going to ask everybody to do is sort of mosey around back there, and we'll sort of clear this area out. obviously stick around the booth, talk to any of our crew. We have a good number of our product development and our engineers over in the hut over there, which is all the reels. Obviously you see all the rods out here, lures over there, clothing over there. I haven't really walked around the booth a whole lot yet, but so I'm not sure where everything is. This is all our new product area in here, so if you just want to focus on that, we can do that. With that, all I can say is thank you again for joining us this morning. Thank you again for starting the ICAST show off with the Team Shimano, and have a great show. Thank you very much.